started this studio as a offset of my graphic design studio, Urban Inks. The original idea behind PostExpose was to share my studio, my screen printing production studio, with like-minded entrepreneurial graphic designers and artists who use screen printing as a medium to produce works. The fundamental difference between PostExpose and other studios is that we share space. In a normal screen printing studio, the agenda would be to promote that specific studio. Because we're based by a collective of designers who have their own brands or their own design studios, we're all trying to promote each other's works collectively. PostExpose has many different branches, one of which is Print Education, and that is our nonprofit learning center. In order to gain membership to Print Education, you need to take the entry-level class, which is called Introduction to Screen Printing. In that class, we teach the basics of one-color screen printing on paper. After taking that class, you're eligible to continue taking classes at PostExpose through the intermediate and advanced.
It's very easy to learn here. You learn very quickly, and Sarah's great at teaching how to print. It's a very intuitive, kind of logical process.
The intermediate class will cover the basics of 4-color printing and file separation. So by the end of that course, which is 3 weeks and costs $125, you will have printed a 4-color poster for an event. The advanced class at PostExpose is a 5-week course, so once you start, it's 5 consecutive weeks. You can start whenever you want. In the 5 weeks, they basically are printing on their own with my guidance. So anytime that they run into any problems or they need any troubleshooting, I'm right there next to them.
The reason why I joined PostExpose is to get access not only to the equipment that I needed to use, but also to people who are doing similar things and being creative. My most favorite part of the studio is just being around other people. I was doing this almost in a vacuum. I was doing this on my own, and it was difficult to get any further. I'd kind of hit a wall. And then to meet someone like Sarah, who has so much screen printing experience, she could look at what I was doing in 2 seconds and be like, you need to do it this way. And the same thing with the guys who work here. Everyone kind of just gives each other advice. It's really good. The thing that I like about screen printing, and the thing that I think I've learned the most being at PostExpose, is it's almost like a black art. There's so many moving parts in screen printing. There are a lot of variables, and they're very hard to control. So to have a studio space where everything that can be controlled is pretty much controlled lets you kind of frees you up to do the other stuff.
I think that for people starting screen printing, my best advice is to study somewhere with somebody. Everyone
who gets into screen printing that I know wastes so much time trying to figure it out on their own. They go on, oh, I can just go on the internet. I'll be able to figure this out.
It can be pretty expensive when you're in the dark trying to teach yourself.
You really need to learn from somebody else and then get on your way.